Good morning. This is Abby Perkins with Graduation Alliance, and I'm the Director of College and Career Readiness. Today we are going to talk about CVS Health. Graduation Alliance actually has a partnership with CVS Health, so if you are a student or graduate of Graduation Alliance or one of its programs, you would actually get some preferential treatment when applying for positions at CVS. So I want to go through the application process with you today because it is a little different than some other companies. CVS Health is the largest pharmacy healthcare provider in the U.S. So they are, a very large company with opportunities all over the U.S. They have a lot of different areas of the pharmacy that you can work in as well. Some of the different brands that fall under CVS Health are the CVS Pharmacy, CVS Caremark, CVS Minute Clinic, and CVS Specialty. The CVS Pharmacy is the retail division of CVS Health. There are over 7,800 CVS and Long's drugstores throughout the U.S. It is America's leading retail pharmacy, and those are the actual CVS locations that you can go into and buy, a wide range of products and then also get prescriptions filled. The company is really trying to reinvent the pharmacy to help people on their path to better health. So they're really all about health care and helping people have better health care. They employ over 26,000 pharmacists. Even the pharmacies at some of the Target stores throughout the U.S. employ pharmacists. So a lot of positions there in pharmacy and pharmacy tech. They sell a wider assortment of general merchandise, and then they also have a loyalty program, much like Kroger or any other one of those loyalty programs where you can receive discounts by being a member and having a card. CVS Caremark is the pharmacy benefit management division. So they do mail service pharmacy offerings. They plan and design administration, do formulary management, discounted drug purchase arrangements, Medicare Part D services, retail pharmacy network management services, and clinical services and disease management services. So a lot of different services that they offer, which in turn allows them to employ a wide range of people in different types of positions. The Minute Clinic for CVS is the retail medical clinic. So much like urgent care, if you're not feeling well, you can go in there. You can see someone and get a prescription if it's something minor like a cold or flu. They are the leading retail medical clinic provider in the U.S., and they started operating these in the year 2000, and already they have more than 1,000 locations. So it really gives people access to medical treatment, and it's easier for Americans to just stop into a CVS rather than having to go to a hospital or doctor's office. Right now, CVS Health has a 95% customer satisfaction rating for these visits, so they're doing really well with the Minute Clinic. Customers are really happy with that. The CVS Specialty portion of the business is the specialty pharmacy division. So they can show up under different names, such as Accordant, Novalogics, Corum, and other services that require treatment, people that require treatment of rare or complex conditions. So they do drug therapy management, dispense drugs and to patients. They have customized support and counseling, so they employ people in that area as well. They do therapy counseling, disease education, and then they do the benefits verification. So working with healthcare providers on benefits, which might include some medical coding and billing, and working with different insurance companies. And then they really offer comprehensive patient education and management. If you're an employee at CVS Health full-time, they offer a wide range of benefits to their employees. They do offer health benefits, medical, 401k, retirement, dental, vision. They also have performance and career training that you can do, different courses you can take that are listed here through some of their partners. They give awards for recognition And they also pay well and take care of all of the compensation for taxes, et cetera. Other benefits include, maternity leave or other leave for medical conditions, legal services. They offer that, a transportation benefit, and then discounts at various different retailers throughout the U.S., like Sherwin-Williams, that is the paint store all over the U.S. If you are a worker at CVS, you would get a discount there. So that's pretty cool as well. And then they offer time off. So for bereavement, if you lose a family member, divorce, marriage, they offer time off for their employees too. Some of the things that CVS is looking for when they look to hire and the process is the online application, which is the first step to apply at CVS. Once you've completed the online application, there's what's called a virtual job tryout. And then you would go into the store or whatever location you're applying to and have an in-person interview. The competencies they're really looking for are customer service first. So that's really, really important to CVS. Team-oriented behavior, so working well with others. Delivering results and driving sales, so it does have a little bit of sales, especially if you're working as a cashier at CVS. Someone that understands and follows procedures, shows stability, and embraces technology, because all of the cash registers and every computer programs, in the pharmacy, all are, done with technology. So that's something that's important in really all areas of positions that you'd apply for. The traits that they're really looking for, empathy. So empathy, is kind of putting yourself in someone else's shoes and being kind. A lot of people that come into the CVS stores may have lost a family member. They may be dealing with a medical issue. So, being kind is really important and something that CVS is really looking for. Curiosity, so asking questions. Perseverance, so really pushing through even when there's something that's an obstacle. Integrity and confidence. So being friendly and confident in your work and displaying that to the customers. The online application is the first step, and you can see here at the top of this slide is the website, jobs.cvshealth.com. That's where you can search for a position in your area. You would click on that, and then you would look at the different positions that you're interested in applying for. So pharmacy tech, for instance, you could do a search right here if you're looking for those positions, and they would show you all of the pharmacy tech jobs that they're hiring for right now. You could also search for positions by location. So in here, you could enter your city and state, hit go, and it's going to list all of the different openings that CVS Health has in that area. So you can see here a lot of pharmacy tech positions. And then if you're interested in applying, you would click Apply to Job. The really exciting position that CVS has, or one of them, is the cashier, it's called a clerk RX position. So you would apply for a retail/cashier position, and then when you went into the interview with the company, you'd let them know that you're interested in becoming a pharmacy tech or working in the pharmacy. CVS will actually help to train you and pay for your certification for you to become a pharmacy tech, and then you could move up from the cashier role into that other role, which would be higher paid and really has a lot of security because that's a highly demanded position around Ohio. The next step after you've applied for the retail cashier position would be the virtual job tryout. And that is an online pre-hire assessment that applicants complete as part of the process. So it was really developed based on analysis of jobs and tasks and identifying the capabilities that led people to be successful, and then a study of the relationship between the assessments and managers' ratings and performance metrics. And because looking at those different items, they came up with the virtual job tryout. Most retail hourly roles do require that you complete the virtual job tryout. So you can see here if you're applying to be a clerk or cashier or a beauty advisor, if you're thinking of maybe going into a cosmetology related or makeup artist field, all of those positions require this virtual job tryout. And it's really an online assessment. It's going to put you in a situation that you might be in while you're working at CVS, and then ask you to answer, how you would handle that situation. There are a lot of different areas that they focus on. The first is that you provide differentiated customer service. So there's going to be some questions related to that, and you would want to choose the answers that most closely align with these effective indicators over here. So they're looking for someone who relates well to all kinds of people and builds rapport, is able to calm angry and frustrated customers, allowing customers to vent, and maintaining calmness there and being friendly even if someone is angry. They want you to ask questions to understand the customer's interests and what they need, and then quickly respond to their needs. Giving your customers your full attention, so making them feel that they're important, being confident and professional, and then showing empathy for the customer's feelings. The next section of the assessment is about engaging in team-oriented behaviors. In this section, you'll want to choose answers that closely align with these indicators. Works best in teams, is supportive and helpful, acknowledges the contributions of others, builds long-lasting working relationships, encourages people to work together, assists team members without having to be asked, sharing information or new learnings with teammates, and then balancing their work with that of the team. So any answers that relate to those would be the best answer to those questions. The next is delivers results and drives sales. Those questions you'd want to answer in a way that aligns with these indicators over here. Being thorough and accurate. Getting your work done the first time. Delivering on commitments and taking responsibility and making sure you're doing a good job and high quality work. Asking for help or guidance if you don't understand or have a question. Staying focused on the task and minimizing your distractions. Using a wide range of sales techniques. Having a track record of sales and presents key selling points persuasively. So having a little bit of that sales role and being able to really tell customers what's great about CVS and help drive sales. Following procedures is the next section of the tryout, where those questions, you want to pick answers that relate to these, asking for clarification when you're not sure, respecting the policies and procedures, and understanding that there is a need for those rules and regulations. So someone, not always questioning the rules and the regulations, but accepting, unless it's an obvious question, but, accepting that there are those rules and following them. Maintaining appropriate level of privacy, admitting mistakes and taking action to stop them from happening again, confronting people with compliance issues. If there's something that you see that's not right, confronting that person, even if it's another team member, which is going into being ethical. And then having a good history of attendance and showing up to work on time. Stability is the last section of the virtual job tryout, and that's where the questions are really going to relate to how you've been on your last position or your previous experience if you've had stability there, if you've been with one employer for a while. So you'll see if you've been with an employer for 5+ years, that would be a real positive. You've held 1 or 2 jobs in the last 3 years. If you find a new job before you leave your current job, and then if you know about CVS and what the position is. So you want to keep those things in mind when you answer questions about the stability. But then again, of course, being honest, and how many years experience, et cetera, that you've had. You can see here on the screen an example of one of the questions in the virtual job tryout. Over here, it's asking for the number of units of paper towels. And you'll want to either click whether it's a match or an error. So here it says 7. So you would just count over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And yes, there are 7 paper towels, so that would be a match. You would do that with each of these items in match. And it's just really looking to see that you can pay attention to detail when working with inventory, because that would be a really important part of the retail position. Here, another question is, I prefer a job where health and wellness are promoted, or I make customers happy. So in this question, both answers are really good answers. So there's really not a right or wrong. There's just one that's better than the other. And that's where knowing about CVS and knowing that they are really focused on healthcare would help you choose the right answer there, which would be health and wellness are promoted. So that would be the better answer in that question. How much experience do you have? You want to be honest. If you've got almost 2 years, you could go a little higher. If you've got just 2 years or a little more, 2 to 5 years. But be honest in how much experience that you've had in each of these areas. If you're having trouble with the virtual job tryout as you're completing it, there's a number right here, tech support, that can help you through it. They can't assist with the status or, on your job application, but can help if you're having a technical issue while doing that. Once you've completed the virtual job tryout, because of the partnership with Graduation Alliance, you would score either a 1, 2, or 3 on the assessment. And normally you would have to have a 3 in order to move on to the interview. Because of the partnership with Graduation Alliance, our students and graduates, if they do score a 2, they would still be able to come in and have an interview. So that really gives you, a great incentive to do well on the job tryout, but then also, give some more people opportunities that might not otherwise have that ability. Once you've completed the application, you'll get a confirmation. Looks like this. You'll want to print that, keep the reference number, because that will tell you when your interview is or what the next steps are, with applying or coming in for the interview. You will need to put a cover letter and resume, your experience, all of that on your application. You want to keep your cover letter as an electronic file so you can upload as well as with your resume. And then look at the job description of the position you're applying for. So if you're looking at a retail position, I'm going to try to align that cover letter to the position, be specific and say, I'm writing in reference to the retail cashier position at CVS, how your traits and competencies show you're a good fit. So you might say something like, in my previous experience working with customers, I have a real focus on customer service. I ask questions to help the customer find out what they need. I'm always kind and listen to customers and then do what I can to help them. So you'll want to try to keep in mind, what is in the job description and how can you say something that you've done that relates to that. Make sure your contact information is in there, and your email address shouldn't be a professional email address with your first and last name if at all possible. List your recent experience and then your education. And that is really the process to apply for CVS. Now, we do want to hear about it if you choose to apply. So if you do apply, please send us an email at career.services@graduationalliance.com and let us know that you've applied so that we can reach out to our contacts and let them know that you've applied as well and give you, some updates on your status and help you secure that position with CVS Health. Like I said, they've got lots of great opportunities in all areas. So healthcare, IT, call center, customer service, sales, lots of different areas, and they offer further training. So it's really a great place to get a start in your career. If you have other questions, please reach out to us. And thanks so much. Have a great day.